Now, I'm going to say that there was also a man by the name of Julius Africanus who directly quoted a man by the name of Thallus, who was a historian for the Roman Empire. Now, I will read his stuff in a future video, but right now I'm going to read a letter that was written by Pliny the Younger, who was also a Roman citizen. Definitely not a Christian. Sir, it is my constant method to apply myself to you for the resolution of all my doubts, for who can better govern my dilatory way of proceeding or instruct my ignorance? I have never been present at the examination of the Christians by others, on which account I am unacquainted with what uses to be inquired into, on how far they used to be punished, nor are my doubts small whether there be not a distraction to be made between the ages of the accused, and whether tender youth ought to have the same punishment with strong men. Whether there be not room for pardon upon repentance, or whether it may not be advantageous to one that had been a Christian that he has forsaken Christianity, whether the bare name without any crimes besides, or the crimes adhering to the name to be punished. In the meantime, I have taken this course about those who have been brought before me as Christians. I asked them whether they were Christians or not. If they confessed that they were Christians, I asked them again, and a third time, intermixing threatenings with the questions. If they persevered in their confession, I ordered them to be executed, for I did not doubt, but let their confessions be of any sort whatsoever, this positiveness and inflexible obstinacy deserve to be punished. There have been some of this mad sect whom I have took notice of in particular as Roman citizens, that they might be sent to that city. After some time, as is usual in such examinations, the crime spread itself, and many more cases came before me. A libel was sent to me, though without an author, containing many names of persons accused. They denied that they were Christians now, or ever had been. They called upon the gods and supplicated to your image, which I caused to be brought to me for that purpose, with frankincense and wine. They also cursed Christ, none of which things, it is said, can any of those that are already Christians be compelled to do so. So I thought fit to let them go. Others of them that were named in the libel said they were Christians, but presently denied it again, that indeed they had been Christians, but had ceased to be so, some 3 years, some many more, and one there was that said he had not been so these 20 years. All these worshipped your image and the images of our gods. These also cursed Christ. However, they assured me that the main of their fault or of their mistake was this, that they were wont on a stated day to meet together before it was light to sing a hymn to Christ, as to a God, alternately, and to oblige themselves by sacrament or oath, not to do anything that was ill, but that they would commit no theft or pilfering or adultery, that they would not break their promises or deny what was deposited with them when it was required back again, after it was their custom to depart and to meet again at a common but innocent meal, which they had left off upon that edict which I published at your command, and wherein I had forbidden any such convecticles. These examinations made me think it was necessary to inquire by torments what the truth was, which I did of 2 servant maids who were called deaconesses. But still I discovered no more than that they were addicted to a bad and extravagant superstition. Hereupon I have put off any further examinations, and have recourse to you, for the affair seems to be well worth consultation, especially on account of the number of these that are in danger. For there are many of every age, of every rank, and of both sexes, who are now and hereafter likely to be called to account, and to be in danger. For this superstition is spread like a contagion, not only into cities and towns, but into country villages also, which yet there is reason to hope may be stopped and corrected. To be sure, the temples which were almost forsaken began already to be frequently, and the holy solemnities which were long intermitted began to be revived. The sacrifices began to sell well everywhere, of which very few purchasers had of late appeared, whereby it is easy to suppose how great a multitude of men may be amended if place for repentance be admitted. And this was written by Pliny the Younger to a guy named Trajan in 112 AD. The mere fact of the matter is that Christianity was a great big movement at that time, and all these people believed in Jesus Christ. Just because he didn't believe that Christ was the Son of God doesn't mean he didn't believe that Jesus Christ didn't exist at all. Matter of fact, he had to deal with Christ's servants on a regular basis. And he was getting quite aggravated about it. So, did Christ really exist? I should think so. Of course, there'll be one more proof I will give in a future video, so stay tuned.